What's up everybody, it's Joe here with Joseph Blake Photography, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the news that we have about the October event from Apple. It's going to be at the end of the month. We're going to get the products in November. Let's talk about the whole list. Hey everybody, I'm Joe. This is my channel, Joseph Blake Photography. I am a landscape and portrait photographer here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And here on my channel, we talk about tech and news and gear and reviews and all the things that we use to make content here on YouTube, social media. If you're delivering to clients, if you're just doing stuff for yourself, you're using this gear, you're using these techniques, and on this channel, we talk about that stuff. If you're interested in that kind of thing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And if at the end of the video, you think that I've done a good job, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. That tells the algorithm that I'm doing the right stuff. And obviously links to my website, all my social media, and the gear that I use down below. Let's jump into talking about this October event. So Mark Gurman of Bloomberg, the soothsayer of Apple things, has told us he's come down from the mountain with his tablets of prediction to let us know that we're going to be getting an October event from Apple. Now, we don't have a date on that, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be October 30th, and I'm gonna guess that these products will be available for purchase on November 1st. And you might say, well, why is that, Joe? And I would say, well, Apple is a publicly traded company. They are relatively consistent, and I own a calendar. But the question is, what will we be getting at this event? Now, I've already done a video about most of these, so I want to go through them really quickly, and then I want to talk about what we're not getting. So here's what we can expect: an M4 MacBook Pro refresh. We've already seen the M4 in the iPad Pro this year. Obviously, they're going to put it in the new MacBooks. We're going to get a 14-inch M4. We're going to get a 14 and 16-inch M4 Pro and M4 Max. We're going to get the new iMac with the M4, though unfortunately it looks like not the M4 Pro and not the larger iMac that I think we are all hoping to see, because they just kind of figured that you're going to plug your very nice 4K or 5K display into the M4 Mac Mini that is being redesigned to be teeny tiny. And that will be coming with both an M4 and an M4 Pro, with the M4 Pro version being slightly taller with a fan to accommodate heat dissipation. We'll also be getting an iPad Mini. And if you remember from my previous video, because obviously you all watch all of my videos, I said in that video that I thought that the iPad Mini was going to be getting the A16 Bionic. I didn't think it was going to get the A17 or the A18 that just came out in the iPhone 16 Pro. And right after I made that video, we started seeing news reports that Apple has partnered with TSMC on their Arizona fab to be able to start producing, guess what, A16s. So I think not only will the iPad Mini have an A16 processor in it, but I think they're going to be able to tout that the A16 processor in the iPad Mini will be made in America, so that its parts can be shipped to India or Brazil to be put together to then be shipped back to the United States. Now, we have seen the M4 in the iPad Pro, but not yet in a Mac OS device. So we've got a couple of leaks as well as some benchmark scores, which can't always be trusted, but it sounds like the M4, and this might not be the top end, and this might not be the initial configuration, this might be the step up configuration, will have a 10-core CPU. That's an upgrade from the previous, the M3, that had an 8-core CPU. And as we saw with the M4, in the iPad, we saw about a 25% improvement in overall performance. Also seeing that the 14-inch MacBook Pro will come standard with 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is an upgrade, as well as an upgrade from 2 to 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports. And those looking for the Space Black option, it will also be available on the base model 14 M4. And if you remember, that replaced the 13.3-inch Touch Bar MacBook, what kind of weaseled its way through the Intel transition. So again, expect an event on the 29th or the 30th. Apple likes to do things on a Tuesday. Halloween is Thursday, and then Friday the 1st is likely the day that we will be able to buy these things. Will I be buying one? No. Why? Because I still have the 10-core M1 Max 14-inch MacBook Pro with 32 gigabytes of RAM. And the most demanding thing that I do, the thing that lights up every core, and it's not working with 8K timelines or 4K raw footage, which I do and it runs fine, it's importing photos into Lightroom. Okay, so that's what we can expect at the late October event. So Gurman also mentioned, you can kind of do this in your head by the process of elimination, the things that were not included but that we have heard rumors of: updated M4 MacBook Airs, which would make sense. Normally the Air line is the last to get the update. New iPad Airs, which also makes sense, especially if we're going to be getting a cheaper, potentially an update to the cheaper iPad at this October event. along with the Pro that came in the summer and the Mini that we're getting this fall. That leaves the Air, so having them get updated to the M4 as well as the rumored new iPhone SE, which will ditch the bezels and the home button, and potentially get a single camera from the iPhone 16, as well as that updated screen, new Magic keyboards and accessories for iPads, and potentially an update or refresh to the AirTag, which I would love. I just wanted to make it just a little bit less bulky. It's just a little big for me. And for those of us who need the horsepower of a Mac Studio or even a Mac Pro and are looking for the M4, M4 Max, and M4 Ultras in a big case with lots of ventilation and cooling and expansion capability, probably not going to see that till next summer or potentially towards the end of next year, especially for the Mac Pro. And then next fall, we'll get the iPhone 17 or the iPhone 17 Air that I keep seeing that I don't care. And new M5 Max in the fall. This seems to be the news cycle that we're working on, and so that's the news that we have about the MacBook update. But that's it for me and the information that we have today. If this has been interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it if you hit the like button. Obviously, socials all down below. I'm really working on trying to build up my Instagram account after it was hacked last year, and my new adventure video about my photo trip to Tahoe is up, and I'd really appreciate it if you took a look at that. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one.